Hello FG fam, and welcome to another episode of the St. Louis Rams franchise here on Madden 21 on current-gen consoles. As the Rams, we are going to be picking this series up a lot quicker, so make sure you guys drop a like, subscribe if you're new to the channel for the love of franchise content, because that's what we provide here. Jeremy Burley has a breakout opportunity this week. He can increase his dev trait, and that's huge because Jeremy Burley has been playing really well in this series. I've been seeing in the comments a lot of you really are fond of him. Let's see if we can get him an upgrade, as it is Raiders-Rams to start off the episode. Here is Scott Murray now taking over as the full-time starting quarterback, and on 3rd and 5, he gets it away to Burley to the 1-yard line, setting up a 1st and goal situation. On 1st and goal, Murray drops back to pass, and Murray looks towards the back of the end zone, goes right back to Burley for the touchdown. And the Rams taking that early 7-0 lead in Las Vegas. Here is Derek Carr on a 2nd and 6 in the second quarter, throwing to the back of the end zone, and that is caught by Tyrell Williams, of 5,000 receiving yards on his career. 3rd and goal. It's Carr looking, has time, and he will find Darren Waller, my absolute favorite player in the entire NFL. But it's unfortunately going to be 4th and goal for the Raiders. They take the field goal. Later on, 13-10, Raider lead in the second half. Carr, quick drop back. He gets it over to Waller for the touchdown. And the Raiders extend their lead to 10 points at 20-10. However, later on, it's 23-10. Here's Murray looking towards the end zone. He finds Burley again. That is the 2 touchdowns Burley would need to get the dev trait upgrade. So there we go. Burley going to be successful, and he'll be a much better player for it. Rams need a stop here, and Carr to the end zone. What a freaking grab by Darren Waller, an absolute GOAT, God, legend with the catch. His 2nd touchdown of the game extends the Raider lead to 14 points. Here's Murray throwing to the end zone. He gets Burley again, as if 2 was not going to be enough. How about 3 for Jeremy Burley? 31-24, Rams with a very slim opportunity here with seconds to play, and Murray is brought down, hit as he throws. Here's 2nd and 15. Burley looking towards the middle of the field, and that is knocked away. Incomplete as the clock strikes 0. Raiders come away with the home win, 31-24. Rams gave it a run, but they fell too far behind to make any sort of comeback effort, unfortunately. So the Raiders with the big win here, and that is a team that only had, I believe, 1 or 2 wins on the season. So big upset there. Murray 24 of 35 on the day. Akers had 65 yards, a little lackluster on the rushing game. Cooper Kupp 134 for him to lead us. Burley only had 56 yards, but he did have 3 touchdowns, and that should be enough to get it done for him. Kamu Grugier-Hill with 13 tackles. 2 sacks for Alex Peterson. He basically was the catalyst on defense today. There wasn't a lot of top defensive performers in that one. So that brings us into the scores for Week 10 of this franchise, of this season. And we see that Arizona beat San Francisco, which is a good thing because San Francisco is further ahead in the standings than Arizona is. So you'd want to have those upsets. Washington turns around and beats Seattle, so that helps us as well at the top of the list in the NFC West. Burley said, I told you I was big things for this week. I was primed for big things. There it is, the star dev for Jeremy Burley, one of the fan favorites in this series. He gets 10,000 XP. And then next week against the Bulldogs, here we are with an opportunity for Alex Peterson to possibly get a dev trait upgrade. Dev trait upgrades galore in this episode, and we are going to put on the alternate jerseys. Those gold jerseys, just so beautiful. Here we are at home in St. Louis taking on the London Bulldogs, formerly known as the Chargers. Uchenna Nwosu, ooh, he just got stiff-armed right there. Let's see if we can turn around and bounce back after a tough loss in Vegas. back at home in front of our home crowd, take this win away from the Bulldogs. Here we go. Game 2 of the episode. 4th and 2 for Murray, and they're going to go for it. Higbee's wide open on the tight end seam, and a big touchdown to start this game off as it extends the Ram lead to 10. Later on, it's 10-6. There's a nice little slant play to Cooper Kupp. He is so good on those, and he's over 1,000 yards on the season. Rams trying to punch it in, and here's Akers going with the toss, and he will fall forward into the end zone for the touchdown. Cam Akers doing his part early on in this game, gets a 17-9 lead deep in the third quarter. Here's Murray looking deep down the middle. Vincent with a great grab for a touchdown. We don't see a lot of Vincent in this series, but that is a huge catch from him. 3rd and 6, they go tight end seam again to Higbee. Higbee, enough space to get to the end zone for the touchdown. And Higbee increases this lead to 24-16 as they're going to go for 2. Murray, quick drop and a quick strike to Cooper Kupp on the slant to get the 2-point conversion. And the Rams lead by a full 14 points with 3:36 to go. Now with 1:31, there's Burley with a brilliant grab with just his right hand. Here goes Cam Akers. He picks up a first down. No timeouts for the Bulldogs. And that should get the job done. 31-23, Rams outrush and outpass the London Bulldogs coming into town here. 2 takeaways for the Bulldogs, though. It's what kept them kind of in the ball game. But ultimately, our Rams able to come away with the win. Herbert, 28-42 for 335, 2 touchdowns. Murray had 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 365 yards passing. Akers had 139 and a touchdown. Nobody else had more than 11 rushing yards. Higbee had 119 and a touchdown. Cooper Kupp with 95 and a score himself. 3.5 sacks for Alex Peterson. That should no doubt get him his upgrade. And forced fumble was by them, but nobody was able to recover that as we take a look at the scores here in week number 11. So looking at the key scores, Seattle's able to get a win at home against Chicago, which doesn't really help us at all. San Francisco does take the L to Vegas, and New Orleans beats down the Cardinals. These are all good things that help us out, and Alex Peterson would like the red carpet rolled out for him as he now has a star development trait and 10,000 XP, which is also really nice. Then, Alex Peterson again with another upgrade chance. This could take him from normal to superstar in a matter of 2 weeks. Let's see if we can get it done as we will be taking on the San Francisco 49ers, one of our division rivals. We will be at home in our all-blue uniforms, and let's see if we can get it done. 1st and goal. In the second quarter, we're scoreless. There's the throw out to Cam Akers for the touchdown deep in the first half, as later on it's just a 10-7 game in the start of the fourth quarter, and there's a touchdown run for Phillip Lindsay to give the 49ers their first lead of the ball game. But later on, Rams have a 17-14 lead, and there is a fall forward for a touchdown for Cooper Kupp, which extends the Rams lead to 10 points with under 2 minutes to play, which is exactly how much the Rams were able to win by in the game. 335 in passing yardage. 49ers outrushed them by just a little bit. Takeaways were even. It was a very even game on the scoreboard, but there was really not much of a threat that the Niners were going to win this game late. Garoppolo did not play well. 32 quarterback rating. Murray had 3 touchdowns and a pick with 342 yards passing. Lindsay and Akers had the exact same amount of yardage. Lindsay had the TDs, though. Cooper Kupp, 131, 2 touchdowns for him. Burley had 74. That's huge for him. Let's see if Alex Peterson was able to do enough. This time, Aaron Donald had 3.5 sacks. That needed to go to Peterson, so he is not going to be able to get that upgrade. Only 1 TFL, and no sacks is not going to get it done for Peterson. So he's able to get star development, but he's not able to get superstar. We look at the scores for week number 12, and looking at the notable scores, obviously we beat San Francisco, so we're looking for Seattle and Arizona, and that game belonged to Seattle. We were hoping maybe Arizona could pull the upset in that game, but they were not able to get that done. No big deal, but we will now move into a game against the Broncos. Obviously, we're disappointed about Alex Peterson not getting his upgrade. But we are going to Denver to take on the Denver Broncos. Cam Akers hopefully ready to run over this Denver defense, as Denver could be a pretty tough opponent when they feel like it. Hopefully they don't feel like it today. Broncos, Rams, Scott Murray, you're up to bat. And here he is on 1st and 10, down 3-0, throws to the back of the end zone, and man, Burley is a freaking legend in the back of the end zone this season. Guy just making all these big plays, and I know y'all love him, so let me know in the chat. Let's see the Burley hype. There's Cam Akers for a touchdown to extend the Rams lead to 14-6 at this point in the game. 3:10 to go in the half. Rams have an opportunity to score yet again. Here is Cooper Kupp on the slant route, and that one is always money as well. A real money play for this Rams team. Cooper Kupp has 1,250 yards on the year. 21-6 is the Rams lead here in the second half, and they're again in the red zone. Here, a short throw to Cooper Kupp that he scores after the catch. He can do it on the slant. He can do it after the catch on the drag route. It doesn't matter. Cooper Kupp is just, I'm so glad we re-signed him after year number 1. But it's a 28-6 lead on that Scott Murray throw. Cooper Kupp run after the catch. Everybody giving chase. Nobody could get there, and the Rams extend that lead. 31-6 in the fourth quarter. Here goes Cam Akers, and he is able to get a short yardage rushing touchdown to extend the lead to 38-6. They would need no more points. 38-6 is the win. They outgained the Broncos in every area and had 2 takeaways. Broncos with 0. Rams played one of their best games of the season team-wise as a team. And Drew Lock is left with the feeling of disappointment. Scott Murray, 29 of 36 for 347 and 3 touchdowns. And this Rams defense been playing really, really well. 19 of 37, 229, and 2 picks for Drew Lock. They terrorized him, and he did not perform well. 81 yards, 2 touchdowns for Cam Akers. You could see the Broncos couldn't really run the ball much either. Cooper Kupp had 152 and 2 touchdowns. And on defense, Aaron Donald with 2 sacks. Tack McKinley had 1.5. Cage got the other half. David Long had 2 interceptions. Like I said, Drew Lock got terrorized in this ball game by this Rams defense that has been so good this year. Week 13, we take a peek here at the scores. Arizona goes down to Philadelphia. They lose. Then we're looking for, obviously, San Francisco and Seattle. Seattle gets a tough win at home against Atlanta. San Francisco gets a tough win on the road in Dallas. And let's see what these standings are looking like. Browns in the lead in the AFC North at 8-4. Texans and Titans tied in the AFC South at 7-5 apiece. Pats are 8-4. Bills 7-5. Chiefs are 11-1 and have already clinched the AFC West. That division's not good other than the Chiefs. Packers are 8-4. Lions at 500. That's good for them. Saints are 8-4. Bucks at 500 as well. In the East, the football team are 10-2. Cowboys are 7-5. Everybody else 500. Seahawks are 9-3. We're 8-4. So we're looking pretty good for the playoffs. Cardinals are 2-10. Niners are 4-8. We are the 5th ranked team right now in the entire league. And the defense has been very solid. So if we take a look at the playoff picture right now, going into the final 4 games of the year, Pats, Bengals, Browns, Titans, Texans, Bills, it'll be Seahawks, Lions, Saints, Cowboys, and we would be on the road in Green Bay. Let me know what you guys think and how you think we're going to finish the season in the comments below. Make sure you drop a like, subscribe if you're new to the channel for the love of franchise content. It is literally all we do here. And make sure you guys are sharing the video as well anywhere you possibly can. You may not believe it helps, but it really, really, truly does help to support the channel and keep it growing, which I know you all want to see because you want to see more videos from me. So thank you very much, and if you want to see some more franchise, which also helps the channel grow, click right here to see some more franchise.